So here are 5 SEO mistakes that business owners make. Let's talk about them first so that you don't make the same mistakes that I see other people making. So let's get straight into it. The first one is quitting too early, right? This is the most common thing I see with any sort of blog or website, right? You've put up a few blog posts and you think, oh, this doesn't work, right? I'm not seeing any traffic here. The reality is you have to post 100 blog posts nowadays. Back in the day when I started, maybe 6 or 7 years ago, my goal was to get to 30 blog posts, okay? And I still recommend that to everyone starting, right? Just get to 30 blog posts. When you get to 30 blog posts, then you have a website that, is starting to get traffic, right? So many times I see people have just ignored their blog. They've posted 4 blog posts. I've seen it so many times. I check websites every single day. I probably look at 10, 20 websites a day, and half of them have this problem, right? They post 4 blog posts and then they're probably like, oh no, this SEO doesn't work actually. No, I don't think this works. It does work. It's just you need more content. You need time and you need content, right? So you need to be doing this. I would set a target, right? Target is 20 blog posts this month. Let's do it. Just aim for 30. That's the goal at the start. If you're already going, then try to ramp it up, right? My main goal all the time is try to produce more and more content, right? So in this case, I'm making videos now, but I also make blog content. So at one point I was making 100 blog posts a month, right? I was on crazy mode, but you don't need to go that far. You just have to keep going, and you will get more traffic. So that is the first mistake. Do not quit, right? Keep on going. You will find some treasure there. The second thing is not focusing enough on quality content, right? You don't want to use a tool like ChatGPT or something like that. It's not good enough, right? You need a really good AI content tool. That's why I recommend Journalist AI. I'll leave a link in the description. You can get 3 articles for free, right? And you can also get a discount with the code Connor10, right? And the idea of this is nowadays we have AI, right? We didn't have AI before, but now we have it for our first draft. So what I do, right, and this is really, really good strategy, is to use AI to get your first draft, right? So you can save, let's say, the first hour of work, right, on your content, and then you just spend 20-30 minutes adding to it, right? It depends on the topic, right? But if you already know a lot about it, then you can add all that stuff in, and then you can get a really top quality blog post. So try to think about how you can make this content as good as possible, right? Even if you add a video or something like that, that will definitely help the content all the time, right? So that's the second thing that I see people do. The third thing, this is a newer factor I've noticed only over the past year, is trying to rank for other brands' keywords, right? This used to work so well. If the brand was not going after the keyword, it was really easy to rank them for their own keywords. I used to do this. I used to outrank brands for their own keywords, and yeah, they were not that happy with it because the traffic is going to my website instead of their website when people are looking for their brand, right? It's much more difficult now. Google doesn't seem to like this anymore when you try to go after other brands' keywords, right? So if you have a branded keyword like Coca-Cola or something like that, then nowadays all of the top 10 positions will all be Coca-Cola, right? No matter what the next keyword is, right? It could be Coca-Cola price or something like that. Coca-Cola is going to rank for the top 10. I haven't checked this, but this is what I see across my competition, right? So it's much more difficult to rank for your competitors, right? So you have to kind of focus on your audience more, right? Just focus, what is it, the questions that they're asking? What are their pain points, right? That's the type of content that Google is looking for you from now on. Okay, the next mistake I see business owners doing is, trying to take the shortcuts, right? I know we all like trying to take shortcuts, but buying cheap links, right? This is like websites like Fiverr or something like that. Don't buy links from Fiverr, right? It's just going to be a lot of random links, right? It's not really what you want, right? You want good quality links from people in your niche, right? And that's just, what Google's looking for, those those real, trust factors that you are in the niche, right? So much more important. If you're in the gardening niche and you have a link from something like Epic Gardening, or I don't know, some big brand in gardening, right, and you get a link from them, so much more valuable than something random, like airline or something like that. That's not really going to help you that much. Okay, if you do want to have get really good links from newspapers and magazines, then you can do digital PR. It's really expensive, but it's worth it. So there are no real shortcuts, right? If you take a shortcut, sometimes you can get a big spike, right? But then you end up getting slapped down again, right? So that's not really a long-term solution, right? Is it, for your website and your brand? I would just try to keep on building up your brand, and focus on getting high quality links, high quality content. That's what you should be doing. So the last mistake I see people make is about content and link velocity. Okay, so what am I talking about here? It's basically, you might say, okay, I'm going to publish 100 blog posts this month, and then next 6 months you don't touch it. Okay, that's a sign to Google that there's something wrong here, right? And it's the same with links. Is if you start focusing on backlinks, right, and you're building lots of links, paying for lots of links, and then the next 3 months you don't do anything, then that's not that natural looking to Google, right? So you have to try to be consistent with this stuff, right? So that's kind of a good reason to hire a freelancer or something and say, okay, you are my freelancer, you publish me 10 blog posts every month, okay, or whatever the case may be, right? And then you've got a nice consistency, and I promise you, I've been doing this for my clients now for over a year, and I can see it just going up and up, nice and consistent growth. That's exactly what you want for your business as well, right? SEO is very volatile sometimes, right? You can go up and go down, right? And the best way to have consistency is just by getting consistent links and publishing consistent content, and you will rise and rise and rise. Okay, it's not going to bring you overnight results, right? Is it? But that's not really what SEO is about, right? SEO is a form of compound growth where all your content comes together and provides a good experience for your users, for your audience, for your customers, right? And you get lots of traffic from Google. If you want to learn more about SEO, then subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.